Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. Ever run into this problem before? Moisture control. Managing moisture in the home. Controlling moisture indoors improves energy use, cuts heating and cooling costs, and helps prevent mold. When moisture is managed properly, insulation and air sealing work more efficiently and also helps control moisture in return. The right steps depends on your climate and how your home is built. Ventilation plays a key role. Moisture can enter or leave a home in several ways: through moving air, by passing through materials, along with heat movement from daily indoor activities like cooking and bathing. Air movement is the largest contributor, accounting for over 98% of water vapor movement in walls. Air flows from high to low pressure, usually through cracks or gaps in the structure. Sealing these gaps limits how much moisture moves with air. Other forms of moisture movement through material or with heat happens more slowly. Most materials slow this movement, but they don't stop it entirely. Insulation helps limit heat flow and the moisture movement tied to temperature. Temperature, humidity, and condensation. Moisture behavior is linked to temperature. The dew point is when air cools enough that it can no longer hold all its moisture, leading to condensation. Relative humidity, or RH, shows how much moisture air contains compared to what it could hold at a given temperature. Warm air holds more moisture than cold air. When it cools below the dew point, condensation forms. If that happens inside walls, it can leave insulation and framing damp. Insulation helps moderate temperature swings, which supports moisture control. In many U.S. regions, vapor diffusion retarders are also used to slow moisture transfer. Except in places meant to be ventilated, like attics, combining insulation with vapor retarder can help prevent condensation in walls, ceilings, and floors. Common trouble spots include attics, walls, basements, crawl space. How to address this depends on your local climate. The U.S. Department of Energy offers guides based on regional conditions. Controlling moisture in foundations. Any space below ground level, basements, crawl spaces, or slab foundations, can present moisture problems. Keeping these areas dry and efficient requires both insulation and moisture control. In basements, moisture often enters through cracks or porous materials like concrete or masonry. These materials can absorb water in any direction. Prevention depends on climate, building style, and materials used. If there's already a problem, local contractors can provide region-specific help. For new homes, consider these steps. Keep untreated wood out of soil contact. Use gutter and downspouts to move water away. Slope the ground away from the home about 3 inches over 5 feet. Install gaskets under sill plates to block airflow. Add a moisture barrier between foundations and sill plate. Use a damp-proof coating on underground surfaces. Place perforated pipe beside the footing, not on top, and surround it with gravel. Under basements or slab, place a vapor barrier over a gravel layer. In crawl spaces, cover the ground with polyethylene sheeting. Seal the seams and run the material partway up the walls. A thin concrete layer can be poured over the barrier for added protection. Wall moisture control. A common mistake is thinking vapor barriers alone solve water moisture issues. In truth, most moisture enters through air leaks, capillary action, or wicking, not diffusion. Vapor barriers only slow diffusion. They don't stop other types of moisture movement. To reduce moisture in walls, use ground covers in crawl spaces. Use low perm vapor barriers where needed. Add a moisture block layer, like a gasket or termite shield, on top of the foundation. Wind-driven rain can also cause problems if it leaks through the wall. This often results from faulty siding, flashing, caulking around doors and windows. To reduce damage from rain, add a drainage layer inside the wall. This lets water that gets past the outer layer drain downward and exit the wall. Proper moisture control helps protect your home structure, keeps insulation working as intended, and supports a healthy indoor environment. If you have any questions or advice about moisture control, comment. Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. Thanks for watching. Hope that helps. See you soon.